10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike, music.
Tonight on WVUA 23 News at 10.
Hey, it's rolling, guys. Here's your time. You can see that.
Pickens County after the tornado.
Next.
One man shares his story of survival, digging his way to freedom through what remains of his home.
Jack's up.
I'm Jack Royer. I'll show you what
Peter's
local
next.
relief organizations are doing to assist survivors and how you can help.
Peter's up.
And the storm system that brought the severe weather across parts of Alabama, moving off the eastern seaboard. Cool air moving in, plus really cold stuff next week. The news at 10 is next.
1. We're out. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch the show on the monitor on the right.
Roll it.
This is WVUA 23 News at 10.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Tamika Alexander, topping tonight's news. Scenes of devastation in Pickens County, where relief efforts are underway. We'll take a first look at the forecast as this unusual winter weather continues. First up, at least 4 tornadoes touched down in West Alabama last night, damaging homes and structures and injuring residents in Pickens, Fayette, and Lamar counties. The National Weather Service says an EF2 tornado struck the McMullen community in Pickens County last night, destroying 13 homes. 10 of them were mobile homes. Tornadoes in the EF2 category can have winds up to 157 miles per hour. Officials from the Federal Correction Institute in Aliceville says the tornado damaged the administration building but caused no injuries to inmates or staff.
And 2 boxes
when
up.
severe weather strikes communities and local relief agencies spring into action, WVUA 23's Jack Royer went to Aliceville today to see how the Red Cross and other agencies are helping those affected by the storm.
Tamika, it's times like these when communities truly come together to help one another. And organizations like the Red Cross rely on volunteers from all over the state coming together to meet a need, helping those in need.
Pull it up full. We got Nats on this right here.
Severe weather update.
All right, it is now 3:30 on this Tuesday afternoon.
24 hours after an EF2 tornado rocked Pickens County, the sun is out in Aliceville. So is the West Alabama chapter of the American Red Cross.
You know, we respond to immediately provide shelter and provide food, and then as our volunteers are out in the affected areas, we will begin to do damage assessment so that we can provide client assistance.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
They're ready to go, helping over 100 people that have come to the Aliceville City Hall seeking food, water, or shelter. Last night, they gave over 50 people a place to sleep. This effort has been possible thanks to numerous volunteers, like Gene Neighbors. He drove over 50 miles to help Pickens County people in need.
It's very, very important that we can get these people some help and get them back on their feet as quick as possible.
The Red Cross relies on local organizations to help facilitate the relief effort. Aliceville's city courtroom turned into a makeshift storage room for everyday supplies. The Aliceville Police Force is helping too.
We came out last night.
This is Tony.
Tony Jones grew up in the Saps community where the tornado hit. He's now the Aliceville police chief, first on the scene last night, and relieved this storm didn't take any lives.
It's okay, don't take them again. That no one was killed, and the people also saying, hey, must be a God somewhere, just to go out.
All right, stand by. We have 30-ish in this. We're going to listen and play it by ear.
Of the community and family members and friends in general, even law enforcement.
He's proud of his community's resilience and their dedication to helping one another.
It's sad that it took something like this. But we see that the community itself as a whole, the community have come together and said, hey, we're here for each other.
And Jack's up.
Red Cross officials asked folks to either come help volunteer or just stay away from the scene completely, saying too many people are coming to just assess the damage. Look around, they get in the way of workers. Now, they always need volunteers and always need monetary donations, all a part of helping those in need. Reporting live, Jack Royer, WVUA 23 News.
And she's up. You can go ahead and take that
Jack.
CG down.
Now a story you will only see on WVUA 23. A Pickens County man was buried alive, but amazingly he survived. WVUA 23's Lynn Brooks has his emotional story.
Take it.
Bruce Hughes lives in the Saps community. His mobile home took a direct hit, and when the storm cleared, he was buried alive.
The next one comes up at 19. It'll be Bruce.
A hole in his shirt, scratches on his arm, and a pain in his chest.
Yeah, it's
It all
okay. We figured it out
happened
pretty
so
well.
fast.
The only one that was off was that guy.
Here he is. And I can feel the trailer picking up off the ground.
Stand by the pull out.
And it begin to pick us up off the floor. Then
The next one doesn't come out until 1:43.
And then when I look back to the back of the trailer, the back walls were gone.
Just wait till it comes back up.
He called out to a higher power.
I began to call on the Lord and asking him to help us, to protect us.
I was looking at my scripts, I didn't see
this thing I know. We was outside, up on a bunch of wood and stuff. I had to dig myself out. It was a scary thing. I thought one time I was gone. And I knew that I didn't want to leave my family home.
Here, a minute in package still. Yeah,
thank God that God protect us and brought us there. I'm just blessed to be here today. Thank God for it.
Okay. Right, that scared her too.
The blessing of the Lord that He allowed us, because ain't no way that we could have made it through this if it died here.
Hughes believes his life was spared because of
A little bit more than 30 seconds.
I know it was the blessing of the Lord that He allowed us, because ain't no way that we could have made it through this if it died here.
About 30 seconds.
I'm just grateful to be here.
20 seconds.
Hughes told me even though he only has the clothes on his back, he still feels incredibly blessed. He asked that you pray for him and also his neighbors there in the SAPS community. You can also give him a call if you would like to help. The number tonight, 205-463-6944. In Pickens County, I'm Lynn Brooks for WVUA 23 News.
She's up on her OTS.
Before raging into West Alabama, tornadoes touched down in East Mississippi. For about a quarter of a mile, trees were uprooted, buildings were ripped apart, and power lines were tossed across the street. Despite the damage, emergency officials say no one was seriously injured. People in the area say the experience was terrifying, but they found ways to protect their families during the storm. Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott joins us now with the first look at the forecast. And Richard, it was a busy night for you last night.
Yeah, really busy around here, Tamika, with the severe thunderstorms that tracked across Alabama. Tornadic thunderstorms. Here's the very latest from the National Weather Service. A tornado across central Pickens County, impacting areas near Aliceville and Carrollton. That was an EF2 and a high end on the EF2 scale. Several other tornadoes across West Alabama. The count so far is 4. That could change over the next several days. The National Weather Service continues to look at that damage. Temperatures across the area currently are getting chilly. The rain's out here. Still a few clouds around in some areas, but some sunshine tomorrow times. Will be cool. I've got to look at that forecast. Some really cold stuff next week in weather. Tamika.
Micah.
Today is the second day of the 2016 legislative session. The controversial issues range from the general fund budget to teacher pay raises.
Alabama lottery?
Tonight we
This says Alabama lottery.
Another controversial issue.
That's last night.
WVUA 23's Jamari Pruitt is in Montgomery with more.
He's up.
Well, Tamika, that issue, bringing a lottery to Alabama, and I spoke with lawmakers from both parties who say they are on board, but they still have a lot of questions. A true definition of a lottery, a gambling game or method of raising money for a charitable purpose or a chance. Several lottery bills have been filed, but one generated interest from lawmakers. It would allow the people of Alabama to vote, but there's no language in this bill that says what type of lottery it will be.
I would feel like that there will be some form of language put together for a lottery piece. I do look for that to happen.
In January, there were 3 winning tickets to win the $1.5 billion Powerball, the largest in U.S. history. Thousands of Alabamians drove across state lines to buy lottery tickets.
That's an argument that a lot of people make. There's merit to that argument. And it's very clear that a lot of Alabamians visit other
next
states.
one is he comes up, Senator Clinton Ross comes up at 110. Yep, here he is.
Step up to the plate and participate.
He's up to 115.
And of course, we know that is a revenue generator, but I think at the same time, you have to look at the game.
Senator Bobby Singleton comes up at 140. We still have a minute, 40 seconds.
Currently, 44 states have a lottery. Alabama, not one of them. Senator Del Marsh proposed an education lottery bill in the 2015 legislative session, but it failed due to the lack of support. But one lawmaker says he supports lottery and gaming because it's about job creation.
Gaming and lottery casinos, we get to employ approximately 11,000 people.
15 seconds, guys. Stand by. Yep, you do.
Now, if this bill is approved, it will be on the ballot in November. But for now, reporting in Montgomery, Jabari Pruitt, WVUA 23 News.
Speaking for the tag.
Alabama is one of a handful of states that does not participate in the lottery system.
Roll it.
Police released surveillance video of the kidnapping of the front desk clerk at Microtel Inn in Tuscaloosa. The suspects, Blake Fitzgerald and Brittany Harper, are still at large. They're wanted for a string of crimes in Jefferson County and Atlanta. You can see in the video the suspects told the victim, 26-year-old Kyle Deese, to leave with them. Deese offered them money before the suspect pulled a gun and Deese complied. If you have any information on the suspects, call the Tuscaloosa Police Department at 205-349-2121.
Roll it.
Got a bunch of old glass collecting dust around your house? Get rid of it the Green Way. We'll tell you about Tuscaloosa's new recycling expansion.
He's up.
Plus, this Black History Month will show you how the university is celebrating. More WVUA 23 News at 10 right after this.
3, 2, 1, and we are out. She's up.
February is Black History Month. The University of Alabama is celebrating with a week of activities and events. This evening, the National Organization for the Professional Advancement of Black Chemists and Chemical Engineers screened the movie Percy Julian, A Forgotten Genius. Julian was the first African-American chemist elected to the National Academy of the Sciences in 1973, paving the way for future African-Americans in this field. President of the organization, Pandora White, encourages more students to get involved.
C's up.
So like this is what our more social.
This is 17 seconds. Out cue is academically and socially. Stand by. We're going to a full screen. Stand by, right? 10 seconds.
It's an awesome place to learn about a lot of different things, and it can help you professionally.
5 seconds. Out cue academically and socially. Miker.
The next event, African American History in Print, will be held tomorrow at the Ferguson Center Art Gallery at 5 p.m. West Alabama Works, the Alabama Department of Labor, and Alabama Career Center System put on a job workshop yesterday for laid-off miners and steel workers. It was held in Brookwood at the G.G. Hardin Center. Topics discussed were resume preparation, interview skills, software skills, and how to dress for success. The event was open to anyone, but put together with Walter Energy and U.S. Steel workers in mind.
He's up.
It's more now, all resumes.
This is 22 seconds. Whatever I further do is the out cue.
Employers.
Going to another full screen. Is this my full screen? Pull out to put on Tanya. I need my next full screen.
Does not apply now.
I feel more confident there than when I came. You know,
so this is one I have. Okay, cool. Oh, don't pull that down.
Would be helpful. You know, every little bit that I can
3
think
seconds.
Of will be helpful.
Pull it down.
And do whatever I further do.
And Miker.
The West Alabama Job Fair takes place on Tuesday, February 9th at the G.G. Hardin Center in Brookwood. The city of Tuscaloosa will now have more places
watch. I'm taking
to
CG1 off. Pull up the whole sidebar.
You can drop off glass bottles and jars and 8 newly placed glass drop-off containers.
All right. Tell me when you want me to take it, Dane. Now.
On your screen, the containers will have separate compartments for different colors of glass, including clear, blue, green, and brown. Lids, corks, and labels can be left on bottles and jars, but the glass must be empty and relatively clean and dry.
Roll it. Saturday.
I'm Stacey Johnson. On Valentine's Day, it's flowers, flowers everywhere. But you know what you gotta do? Nip the high prices in the bud. Tips ahead on Money Talks News.
And it is turning rather cool across Alabama. Cool and dry tonight. Really cold stuff coming next week. Possibly coldest air so far this year. We'll talk about those numbers after the break.
3, 2, 1, and we out.
Richard, much calmer day across our area today.
Yeah, finally getting a break from the severe weather issues across Alabama. A lot of activities happening outside in terms of the cleanup process across parts of Alabama. So the good news today is the weather was perfect for that in terms of no additional rain, no additional severe weather. We got some updates on what happened last night. Let's check out things now over in West Alabama. The National Weather Service continues to send out a survey team to look at some of the damage reports. And we got an EF3 from the National Weather Service, or EF2 rather, high-end EF2 over central Pickens County. We're watching some of those updates coming in from the National Weather Service now and again. We've got several other tornadoes that touched down yesterday evening. EF0 in northwest Pickens County, EF1 in western Fayette County, EF1 in eastern Lamar County. Some of those tornadoes were on the ground for several miles, but the strongest one was the one we were talking about a little bit earlier in the show, the one that impacted areas near Carrollton and near Aliceville across parts of west and central Pickens County. No additional tornadoes have been spotted, at least found so far in terms of the damage across Alabama. That could change, though, as again the National Weather Service continues to send out that survey team to look at all the damage across the parts of west and central Alabama from Tuesday. Fortunately, no issues of severe weather for tomorrow. We'll be cooler, though. Temperatures topping out in the low 50s. We'll notice a little more sunshine returning tomorrow, especially around the lunchtime hour. We'll call it cool, though. Northwest breeze around 5 miles per hour, so that gives a tiny wind chill factor tomorrow. Just a little bit, not a big deal there, but it will be a cool February day. Here's a live look over Tuscaloosa. We're looking north towards University Boulevard. Conditions out there on campus of the University of Alabama. Quiet. It's cold, though. 48 now. 71 the high. That was close to midnight once the cold front moved in during the pre-dawn hours. Temperatures got obviously cooler across Alabama. Currently 48 in Tuscaloosa, 49 in Birmingham, Hamilton 43, now Coleman 41, and again, temperatures are generally across the state getting colder. That trend will continue. Notice all the rain, by the way, off towards the east, and that continues to move off towards the east. No additional rain moving our direction anytime soon. We'll stay quiet over the next several days. Rainfall amounts from yesterday between about 1 inch and 3 inches across Alabama. Futurecast mode, the clouds get out of here tomorrow. A few clouds arrive on Saturday, but overall the weekend not looking too bad. Next week, though, we got some brutally cold air moving in. 35 tonight, partly cloudy. Tomorrow we top out in the low 50s. Cool day tomorrow and on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, not bad. A little cold weather. We've adjusted the temperatures down for Tuesday and Wednesday, highs in the 30s. Here comes the cold air. Tamika.
Roll it.
Flowers can be a very pricey gift, but if you're careful, you won't end up overspending. Money expert Stacey Johnson has some ideas on how to get the most bloom for your buck.
A's up.
Flowers, one of the most popular and time-honored Valentine's Day gifts. But choosing a bouquet at the right price is more than just a labor of love. When buying flowers, you're going to find there are 3 basic places to go. A florist, a supermarket, or maybe a big box warehouse store like Costco or Sam's Club. Each has their pros and cons. First, warehouse stores. The best possible deal. Look, here's 2 dozen roses for only $16.99. Here's what you need to find out. Have these flowers been refrigerated from the grower all the way to this display? If they haven't been, they may not last as long. Next up the price scale, your friendly grocery store. Roses here are more expensive than they were at the warehouse store. This is $15 for a dozen. Still not a bad deal, though. And these flowers, which have been refrigerated, nice cut arrangement here, that's only $10. Not bad. Then there are flower shops, both online and off. Online florists are obviously easier, but these flowers may be shipped by unrefrigerated trucks, shortening their life. So you gotta ask. And beware the fees. Many of these sites pile them on. For the highest quality, unfortunately often at the highest price, you can visit a local florist and pick out a bouquet in person. Inspect every flower, get advice on care, and don't be afraid to try a little negotiating. Oh, and one final tip, where not to get flowers. Don't wait till the last minute and buy them from some guy standing on the side of the road. Those are often the most inferior flowers that haven't been refrigerated and probably won't last very long. Want more information on flowers? It's waiting for you right here at MoneyTalksNews.com. Just do a search for flowers. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
Gary joins us now. Gary, busy day in sports, National Signing Day.
Yeah, and Alabama right at the top of the national rankings again.
That's what we like to hear.
You know, out of that great signing class, only 4 came from in-state, but all of the in-state prospects really highly rated. We'll have the latest next in WVUA 23 Sports. Deontay Brown and others coming your way next. Stay with us.
We out. A's up.
Let's get right to it. 5-star linebacker Ben Davis from just up the road, Highway 82 in Gordo.
I'll let you know.
Yes, he rolled with the Tide this morning at 9 o'clock. Son of a former Alabama legend and all-time leading tackler Wayne Davis. He chose Alabama over Auburn, among others. As an Alabama legacy, Davis knows Alabama style and put on the Bear Bryant houndstooth hat instead of a ball cap to announce his commitment to the Crimson Tide.
He is rolling.
The draw for Alabama was
I just woke up this morning and
There's 16 seconds. We're going to a video and see next,
guys. What would I want to, wake up? Because I'm gonna have to, grind every day. So what would I want to do?
You got 6 seconds left.
I wouldn't want to be at one school wishing I was at another. So that's how I went.
And Micah.
Lindell Mack Wilson, Davis's good buddy, spent the 2016 recruiting cycle playing SEC schools off each other, but the product at Carver High School in Montgomery in the end, he stuck with Alabama as well. Another 5-star linebacker. He's got versatility to play inside or out. Could be another Reggie Ragland or all these other type freakish athletes that Alabama's had under Nick Saban. He is going to be a really, really good player for the Crimson Tide over the next few years. And sporting the plaid jacket there like Webb Sanderson. How about that? And at 6'3", 350 pounds, offensive guard Deontay Brown signed with the home state Crimson Tide as well.
All right, guys, we have a side
He's the Alabama Class 6A Lineman of the Year from Austin High School in Decatur. Let's hear now from Brown, Wilson, and the other in-state signee, defensive lineman Quentin Williams from Winona High School in Birmingham.
He's up.
Auburn was just like my
it's a triple side. I don't have time.
So I really never thought about what I want to do as a college, and I really just took time out and really visualize everything as like a student first, then an athlete, and it was just Alabama. I developed a relationship with Alabama since like the 9th grade, and it really wasn't like a choice for me because I grew up rooting for Alabama and I always dreamed about playing for them. So I went with it.
I feel like football is my ticket.
It's a double out cue.
And I really want to provide for my family, and I believe that I'll get better as a player at the university.
You got 5 seconds.
I was 100% from the beginning. When I'm all in, I'm all in.
And see it's rolling. Micah.
And just across the state line, Raekwon Davis, a defensive tackle, signed to play for the Tide on Wednesday. He's 6'7", 327. He played at Reading High School in Reading, Mississippi, racked up 55 total tackles, caused 2 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback hurries, and 8.5 sacks. Davis told WTOK-TV that he wanted to play for the best program in the country.
And it is up. Take it.
It was pretty tough, but I can't
out cue is take my time to Alabama. Take it down. He's up.
And today at 4 o'clock, Nick Saban met with the media and talked about regardless of how highly rated this recruiting class is, they still have to come in and work and then go out and prove it on the field.
He's up.
I say this every year.
All right.
Don't tell them anything yet. Every coach stands up and says, we got the players that we wanted, we got the players that we needed, we had a great recruiting class, all that kind of stuff. But I think it's more important to get players who are committed to doing the things they need to do to develop in your program and to grow and develop in the program, personally, academically, and athletically. Because these guys have never played college football before, and that's something that they're going to have to grow and develop into. I think it's a much better barometer. Look back at last year's class that happened a year ago. How did they develop? How many guys played? What did they contribute? Even when you do that,
it's getting tight.
Just like last year, we had about a dozen guys play. We had 3 guys.
So long. I want you to know we've still got another 30 seconds in it.
Some guys had a pretty significant role
out
on
cue
the
with
team.
these types of things. We
And
still
then
got
the other
30 seconds.
dozen guys got redshirted.
How much?
So even in that group,
at this point, 25.
there's a lot of good players that are going to develop into being outstanding players for the University of Alabama. So until it's all said and done, until these guys sort of grow and develop, you really don't know what kind of class you had. It's everybody's guesstimate at this point, you know, as to what kind of class that we really had. We're excited about them. We're pleased with them. But, you know, you can't make predictions about these types of things.
We're 8 seconds to negative time.
Busy day.
Stand by, guys.
All right, stay with us. We're back after
3,
this.
2, 1, we out. All right, how much time we got? MC coming back.
All right, let me talk to MC.